Well, on to that feature that we had promised you, the standard gauge railway, the Lamu Port, and the Expressway right here in Nairobi, Kenya, are some of the key infrastructural projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta would be remembered for. Here is our reporter, Regina Manyara, with the details.
The standard gauge railway is one of the biggest infrastructural projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta will be remembered for. It is under his administration that Kenya negotiated for the funding of the project, which involved the Chinese government funding 90% of the project, with Kenya availing the remaining funds, which were from the Railway Development Fund (KITI) that saw imports attract a 1.5% levy. Construction of the first phase of the project between Mombasa and Nairobi started in December 2014 and was completed in 2017, with President Kenyatta officially commissioning the passenger service dubbed Madaraka Express in May of 2017. Construction of the railway opened up new areas to investment, with 8 railway stations comprising of Mariakani, Voi, Mtito Andei, Sultan Hamud, Athi River, Emali, Miasenyi and Kibwezi that highlighted the different cultures of the inhabitants. The passenger line has remained popular among commuters, that most of the times passenger trains are usually fully booked, despite increasing the frequency from 1 to 3 trips daily, either direction between Nairobi and Naivasha. Phase 2A of the standard gauge railway project involved extension of the railway from Nairobi to Naivasha. Latest data shows that 2 million passengers were ferried via the Madaraka Express service last year. Cargo services on the standard gauge railway were officially commissioned in June 2017, and volumes have grown to 5.4 million tons of cargo hauled on the SGR last year.
And so, as we evaluate now the performance of the extended line from Nairobi to Naivasha, we shall also access and assess when we can now extend the line beyond Naivasha to Kisumu and to Malaba.
Its operationalization also saw 2 inland container depots set up in Embakasi and Naivasha to reduce congestion at the port of Mombasa and fast-track cargo clearance.
In terms of business impact, it will be massive. And I'm sure in terms of cost reduction, in terms of time reduction, the business community will be the biggest beneficiary.
In addition, President Kenyatta's government will be remembered for rehabilitation of the old meter gauge railway. Hills and plains, it left a trail, one characterized by settlements and towns along the railway route and its destination. Branch lines were built to Thika in 1913, Lake Magadi in 1915, Kitale in 1926, Narumoru in 1927, and from Tororo to Soroti in 1929. The Nairobi commuter service line was commissioned, helping ease traffic congestion, while the Nairobi-Nanyuki eased cargo transport and movement of people, especially tourists visiting tourist sites in central Kenya. Rehabilitation of the Naivasha-Kisumu meter gauge railway was also done and started service late last year, much to the excitement of those travelling to the lakeside city.
I think it's also cheaper than the road transport. It is slightly longer, but safer.
Kenya's second commercial port in Lamu is another project that President Kenyatta will be remembered for. The project aims at positioning Lamu as a regional transshipment hub.
Let us therefore not shy to celebrate this great achievement of operationalization of this port, which supports our Big Four agenda and the Vision 2030 National Development Blueprint.
The government is constructing the first 3 berths, the first of which was commissioned by President Kenyatta last year and has so far seen several large vessels calling on the facility.
We have 2 vessels which are coming in next week. Lamu Shipping Line will bring in cargo, about 50 containers from Zanzibar and Dar es Salaam. And then CMSCGM big ship will come in from Reunion that will come and load all those containers en route to the Far East.
Each of the berths at Lamu Port are designed to have a depth of 17.5 meters and a length of 400 meters. Commissioning of the Lamu Port is expected to open up the area to investment and development. Several road projects have been undertaken in recent years, but the expressway in Nairobi stands out.
We have a very, very big impact in terms of mobility of Kenyans, visitors, businessmen, businesswomen, tourists. It is one of the best pieces of infrastructure ever done in Africa.
The project that was opened for use to the public in May 2022 is expected to reduce the time taken to travel between the 27-kilometer stretch between Mlolongo and Westlands by motorists who will pay for the use of the road.
We are doing the traffic monitoring, and combined with the automatic detection system, we are able to detect if there is any congestion in our expressway, if there is any pedestrian crossing, if there is any vehicle reversal in our expressway, and thus we are able to reach out to the responsible department to handle the abnormality on our expressway.
Other projects done under President Kenyatta's administration include Dongokundu bypass at the coast, offering an alternative route to the Likoni ferry for those traveling between Mombasa Island and the south coast. The 6-lane Mombasa-Kwajomvu dual carriageway that includes interchanges at Changamwe, Mikindani and Kwajomvu, the new Kipevu oil terminal, and the dual carriageway Kenol-Sagana-Marua Road are among other key infrastructural projects done by President Kenyatta's administration.
This is part of the 27-kilometer road dubbed Nairobi Expressway, constructed and operationalized during Uhuru Kenyatta's tenure. This particular road is meant to ease congestion within the Nairobi Central Business District. I'm Regina Manyara reporting for the Madaraka Day Special.